What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. What is going on, guys? Just figured I'd just slide in here for a quick afternoon live stream. I mean, it's not my usual time, but we're still gonna get into it today. And here we go. I was kind of surprised at some of the information that I was seeing on the Bass tracker. What is going on, guys? Where is Ben Milliken? Where was Ben Milliken? But let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm going to share my screen. And actually, as you guys come into the live stream, drop a 1 in the chat. Want to make sure you can hear me okay before we get things rolling. But we're going to hop right into the Jim F says, hey, man, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
I'm back. First, what did Jim say? Jim said, I'm out. Because he must not be on Eastern time. Hey, guys, I was a little late. I mean, can you hold off just a little bit? Just give me a just kind of work with me just a little bit. But yeah, so today, of course, this is not our regular time. For anybody that is just tuning in or checking out the channel for the first time, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we get together on this channel and talk a little about some fishing, some hot topics. Sometimes I may be out on the lake live and in person, actually showing you some electronics tips, tricks, all that kind of stuff. But but yeah, we always get together here and have some fun with it. But just bear with me. This is a live show, and of course, I always make these live streams very, very interactive. I see all of these chat messages coming in now. I like to make sure that these are very interactive. So make sure you hop in the chat, introduce yourselves. I will be going through the chat in just a minute. But first, let me just share the screen so we can all take a look at what the issue might be. Because I noticed that I was not the only one that was like, hey, what is going on? All right, just bear with me, guys. What I'm trying to do now is just get this. There we go. Get this leaderboard up here. All right, there we go. And actually, let's see. Is that the one we want to take a look at? All right, bear with me, guys. Let me try to blow this up a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. So we can go through some of these stats real quick because things have changed a lot since yesterday. Things have changed a lot. All right. Like I said, just bear with me, guys. This is a live show. All right, there we go. Do we have it right? There we go. All right, here we go, guys. So now let's take a look at this leaderboard and just drop a yes in the chat if you can see this leaderboard up here. If you can see the numbers and everything. And actually, I'm doing multiple things over here, guys. So let me just swap this up real quick and change the screen because I still need to be able to watch the show live myself. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. All right, just trying to make sure I have the right screen right here. All right, there we go. All right, so just sharing the screen so we can all, like I said, take a look at the same information. There we go. It looks a little better right there. All right, let's see who we have checking in. Who do we have checking in today, guys? We had some fun with it yesterday. Man, I mean, we talked about some, what was it? Some barbecued possum feet. We talked about some deer. How many are there more deer outside during the daytime or during the nighttime? And I was like, hey, they're always outside. So, I mean, hey, we had some fun with that. All right, but let's see. So we have Clint Perry. Clint Perry says here, but I only have 5 minutes. All right, so Clint, I don't know if you're still in here, but really appreciate you checking in on the live stream. And of course, guys, we have CT. Shout out to the Money Team. Those are the members of the channel, guys. So throughout the live stream, if you hear me referring to the Money Team, those are the guys that have not only subscribed to the channel, but they are members of the channel. If you are interested in becoming a member, just click the join button down below. And the thing that differentiates those guys is they have that badge next to their name. So they kind of stand out a little bit in the chat. All right. So you guys will hit me with the 1. Let me know everything looks good and sounds good. All right. So Dodie says Milliken is near Wong. Hold on. Wait a second. What are you guys talking about? What are we talking about in here? Let me just take a look over here real quick. So the thing that I noticed And let me just pull this back up. So the thing that I noticed, like a lot of other people, is that Milliken's stats were not updating. It was showing Milliken with the goose egg, well, I guess the quail egg for a while. And I was like, nah, that can't be the truth. I'm not believing it. I'm not going to believe it. So let's see where he's at now. So right now, here we go. He is sitting in 25th place. So who in the chat? So right now, Milliken is in 25th place. Who believes that that is correct? Who believes that he is really in 25th place? Let's see what he has. So he has 4 fish for 17.3. All right. So Nathaniel says that Wong and let me see, somebody else put it in here first, but Wong and Milliken are fishing in the same cove. Okay, all right. So we may have some Lake Fork guys in here that can kind of look at some trees, the houses, look at the background and know where they are. Or maybe they're just on the same screen. I don't have my live up. Let me just pull it up real quick and see where they're at, guys. All right, so yeah, so let me hop back in the chat real quick. And as I do that, let me see. I'll put the Milliken stats right back up there for you guys. All right, and the other person that I always mention to you guys, my other partner in crime out here is Kyle Welcher. Let's see how Kyle is doing. He is in 14th place. Oh yeah. He made some moves today. So let's see how Kyle is doing. Kyle Welcher, he has a 7-pound 14 ouncer. He has a 6-pound 12 ouncer, a 7.3, a 5.11, and a 5.10. Oh my goodness. Oh my, Carl is out there putting on a clinic today. He is sitting on 33 pounds, 2 ounces for today. All right. So yeah, so Kyle and Ben Milliken, those are my 2 guys right there. So those are the guys that I'm rooting for. And actually in the chat, drop the names of the fishermen that you guys are rooting for. Who are your top guys? Who are the guys that you're wanting to see do well in these tournaments? And we'll take a look at those guys' stats too. All right, so let's see. Back into the chat. Who else do we have checking in? All right, we have Corey. Corey checking in. Hit me with the one. Let me know that everything is all good. All right, and there we go. We have triple. Triple what? A triple double? What is going on, Triple? Another member of the Money Team. Glad to have you checking in. All right, let's see who else we have. Shout out to Paul. We have Paul checking in. He says retired Air Force myself. All right, good deal. Thank you for your service, sir. Really appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we have. CT says Money Waldo. Oh yeah, he's checking out the hoodie. Oh yeah, you know that red and white stripes looks kind of nice at times. All right, let's see what else we have checking in. Who else we have checking in the chat, guys? All right, let's see. Let me see. So we're just going to go through the chat for a quick minute. But who thinks that the bass tracker is correct with these numbers right here? Because remember, for a while, Milliken, and actually, if you take a look right here for his last catch, it still says nothing. There's nothing there for his last catch. And it is not showing any of his catches on the bass tracker. What is going on with that? All right, so let's see. Let's hop back in here real quick. All right, there we go, guys. Oh yeah, make sure you please hit the like button on the way in. It really, really does help the channel out, guys. And the other thing that we're going to do is drop some polls throughout the show. And the other thing that I wanted to do today is we've seen some kind of interesting baits, where at least I know I have seen one that looks like some type of saltwater creature with a bunch of tentacles sticking out of it. That was it Taku? I think it was Taku Ito that had it on his boat. And I see them zooming in on something else now. So these guys have some baits that it doesn't really look like we've been seeing those things here. But yeah, so if anybody knows of any of the baits that these anglers are using, drop that in the chat also, and then I'll pull those up on the screen and see if we can find them. And see what these guys are fishing with. Try to get some of that inside info. All right, let's see. So Jim F said, I had to reboot my phone because my cache was causing a lag. All right, sounds good. Let's see what else you guys are going for in here. Justin says he's not top 10. That's for sure. Yeah, he's not. He slid out of the top 10, but I mean, he's sitting in 25th right now, which is still a great place to me, in my opinion, for where he's at in his career with it. And I mean, he's in the top 25 right now for this tournament, and he placed very well yesterday. So he's still doing his thing out there. All right, let's see. So Triple says goose egg, or as I like to call it, a cobra chicken egg. Yeah. So it wasn't updating earlier. So I was like, this can't be the truth. I don't believe it. I don't believe Milliken is out here with nothing in that well. I was going to say in the live well, but I guess they're not putting him back in the and put him in the live well. But I was like, I know he is not really out here with nothing on these boards. And so we did see that eventually it did get caught up. All right, let's see. Nathaniel says, Maddie said Ben was giving him plenty of room and staying in his own water. All right. Dodie says several other fishermen have no individual stats, bad cell service in some spots. Yeah. So who knows? So right now, Milliken is sitting on 50 pounds even. So that may or may not be correct, but it is only showing that he has 4 fish. So he definitely has some room to improve. So let's just throw a number out there and say that he catches a 5-pounder and he is currently in 25th. So let's say if he had 55 pounds even, 55 pounds even would put him right at 13th place. So still wouldn't be quite into the top 10. The other thing that I wish we could take a look at is the fish that he has caught for today. But of course, the bass tracker is not updated correctly. Man, where's the love? Where is the love? We're not getting any camera time with him. And with him being on YouTube, a lot of us are used to just clicking on his videos and he's coming right up. So we're able to see him, see his footage or see him on the water right away. But it isn't quite that way right now. So this is what we're looking for anybody that is tuning in. This is Kyle Welcher. So this is his current the catches that he currently has. He has a 714, a 612, a 73, a 511, and a 510. Man, that is a great day on any lake right there, sitting at 33 pounds, 2 ounces. All right, so with that weight right here, we're able to see where he's at. So he's looking to upgrade a 5-pound, 10-ouncer, guys. Is that going to be easy or is that going to be hard? I think even on this lake, that's still, maybe a little tough. But I think he can do it. But he's looking to upgrade a 5-pound, 10-ouncer. But if we scroll down here and take a look at Milliken, we don't know what he's trying to upgrade because we can't see his stats here. All right, so let's see what else do we have going on in the chat. So CT says, yeah, he's dropping if he only has 12. All right, okay. So Paul Lyon says Wong mentioned it that he and Milliken are in the same cove. All right, here we go. All right, it says Wong was on live and shouted Ben out for having respect. Okay, all right, good deal, good deal. I guess that may surprise some people. You know what I mean? Because they say, you know how it is out here in these YouTube streets. All right, so let's see. Who is this? Kingpin Sports Fishing. All right, says it's correct. It shows the time of last ping 103. So let's see. Yeah, okay. All right, so you are right. So it does show the last update was at 103. All right, so Milliken does have a little space to grow. Good deal. See, look at that. We can get in here and work together and, figure some things out. Because earlier today, when I was looking at the, because I think they had a live feed on a little earlier. And as soon as that came up, there was a lot of people in there saying, hey, what's going on with the bass tracker? Where are the updates? What's going on? What do people really have? Where are we sitting at? So now I think once we get in here and kind of share some information, is sharing information a good thing? We can kind of get some updates, guys. All right, so Edward checking in. He says they don't have to tell if they catch a fish or wait. Yeah, I mean, or do they have any type of rules determining how long they have to actually update their tracker whenever they catch a fish if they're not on camera? How does that work? All right, let's see what else we have going on in here. All right, so Justin says Maddie and Jordan Lee. All right, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at Maddie and Jordan Lee. What is Maddie's last name? Let's see. Hold on just a second, guys. Let me change this up just a little bit. Drop this down. Let's see. Where was Jordan Lee at when you guys last saw him? Let's see. Looking for Maddie and Jordan Lee, guys. Oh, my goodness. Jordan Lee is up here doing his thing. Here he goes. Jordan Lee. He is sitting on a 6'6", a 5'8", a 6'7", a 8'14". Okay, a 8'14" and a 5'11". So he is looking to upgrade on a 5'8". Wow. Okay, so he's sitting right in front of Kyle Welcher, guys. They are sitting here back to back. All right, and let's see. So currently 13th place. He has a total of 54 pounds, 3 ounces. Okay. So what kind of baits has he been using out there, guys? So Jordan Lee is sitting in 13th. All right, so we have some guys in the chat that's rooting for Jordan Lee. Good deal. All right, there we go. Oh, man. Okay. All right. So we have Maddie. Maddie is sitting in second place. But let's see what kind of weights he has. Wow. Now take a look at that. He has a 410, a 214, 9.3, 5.3, and a 7.4, sitting on 29 pounds, 2 ounces for the day, and a total of 62 pounds, 4 ounces. Man, now that's going to be hard to contend with right there. All right, let's hop back into the chat. So, yeah, who else are you guys rooting for in here? All right, CT says, give me Ito. All right, so he wants to see what Ito is looking like in here. Let's see. Let's take a look. Taku. But do you know what bait that was on his deck? I know you saw that thing looking like some type of octopus or a sea, or what's the thing called? A sea orchid or something like that. All right, so let's see. So he is sitting on a 4.9, a 2.9, 2.4. Wow. So he has a lot of room to upgrade. His total weight, well, his weight for the day is 19 pounds, 14 ounces, which is still decent. His total weight, though, is 58 pounds, 15 ounces. But you guys see this? He has a 2.9, a 2.14. Those definitely, I know he's definitely trying to get rid of those. The other guys that we were taking a look at, or their fish that they're trying to cull out, are sitting at 5s, 5.8, 5.10s. All right, let's see. Let's see what else you guys are in here talking about. So we have Corey says, same two for me, plus G-Man. Where's G-Man at, guys? Does anybody know where the G-Man is? And have they had any footage on the G-Man? Always entertaining. Want to see what he's down here doing. Let's check it out. Let's see if we can find him real quick. Greg Hackney. So now we're down below. We're getting below the 50 anglers day 3 cut. And right out of that cut is Chris Zaldain. You remember he started off real good yesterday, guys. He started off leading. And I think he had the first nice size fish of the tournament. Let me see. I may have passed it, guys. Let's see. Where is the G-Man at? I may have to start going back up the other way. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. Has anybody found G-Man yet? I'm just checking in the chat to see if somebody already put it in there. I'm looking. I am checking it out. There we go. All right, he is sitting in 101. All right, I wonder if how he's fishing out there. All right, and so his stats aren't necessarily updating either, but we can see that he has a total of 1 fish for the day, and he is at 13 pounds. Wait a second, is that right? Hold on, I may be saying something wrong, guys. Let me just double check something. Let me go back up here real quick. Don't want to get the info wrong. Don't want to get it wrong. Okay, so count, weight. Okay, and bag. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's what was messing me up. All right, so let's see. So G-Man sitting in 101. He is back 50 pounds. Goodness gracious, guys. All right, so yeah, those guys that are sitting up there in the top ranks, they're definitely going to be tough to beat. So he has a total of 13 pounds, 13 ounces. He has 1 fish for the day, and it was caught at 9:40 a.m. All right, so there's G-Man, guys. He's out there trying to put in some work, out there trying to make it happen. But yeah, so this new school thing, guys, I guess it's something serious out there. All right, let's see. Where are we at? So Jason Ball says, Welcher and Milliken are my faves. All right, there we go. Got somebody, out there looking at the same 2 guys that I'm looking at. All right, Jim F says, let me see. He says, mine too. Kyle, Ben, and Scott Martin. All right, where's Scott Martin at? Did we already pass Scott Martin up? Let's see. Let's see if we can find Scott Martin. See how Scott Martin is doing. Then we'll get back into the chat again. The same that we did yesterday, guys. We'll get into the chat and have some fun with it. Let's see. Did I pass up Scott Martin? I'm looking. I'm scanning. Let's see. Wait a minute. Did I pass it? Is Scott all the way up here in the top 10 somewhere? No, I passed it. All right, let's scroll back down. And I'm just looking down here. Maybe somebody, okay, I see Rick Clun, somebody. Okay, you guys have some different names in here. All right, I was just looking to see if anybody, Nathaniel said he's rooting for everybody. He has Ben, Lee, Kyle, G-Man, Caleb, and Logan. All right, Nathan said, hey, I want everybody to win. I'm rooting for everybody. All right, let's see. Where's Scott Martin at, guys? Does anybody know where Scott Martin is? Let's see. There we go. There we go. Scott Martin's currently sitting in 53rd. All right, but he's out there relaxing. He says, he's like, I already got my win. I'm already good. I'm just out here having some fun. So let's see. Scott Martin, his last catch was 210. So there we go. So he has a 3.8, a 2.6, a 3.6, a 4.4, and a 2.10 with a total of 16 pounds, 2 ounces for the day. And his total weight overall, let's see. Okay, he's sitting at 40 pounds. What is that? 40 pounds, 3 ounces. If I'm looking at that correctly. 40 pounds, 3 ounces. All right. Good deal. Good deal. All right, let's see what else you guys are in here talking about. All right, so Kevin says, what's up, Money Bass? Long time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Glad to have you back into the chat. All right, so Chuck says, I'm willing to bet he's bagged bigger fish than 17 pounds. And I'm thinking that you're talking about Milliken. Let's slide back up here. Keep our eyes on him. Because, yeah, he's sitting on 4 fish. So we need to, he needs to go ahead and get that 5th fish in the boat so we can see where he's sitting at. So, yeah, so he's right now it's showing that he's sitting at that 17.3. All right. CT says, I'm wearing that Whataburger wrapper. Hey, man, you want one. You want one. If you guys like this apparel that I'm wearing, go to DEF, Def Fishing Apparel. Let me just pull it up real quick so you guys can take a look. So it's Def Fishing Apparel. And basically, it is a veteran-owned company. And they have a lot of good deals on hoodies, hats, just apparel and things like that. But it's DEF, it's Def Apparel Fishing. Def Fishing Apparel, saying that backwards. All right, so let's see. Let's hop back over here into the chat for a quick second, guys. All right, let's see. So Big Dog says Milliken may be struggling, but will come back. Oh yeah, that's what we're all looking at. We're looking at like, hey, he only has 4. I mean, well, not only, but he has 4 fish, so he definitely has some room to improve. I wish we could see the current fish that he has on deck or on the scales that is putting him at that 17 pounds. All right, let's see what else we have. I like okay. Kumara. All right, let's see. Where's Kumara? I saw that name. Was that up towards the top 10? Let's take a look. Let's see. All right, we're scanning. Does anybody know where Kumara is currently at? I may have already passed him up. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Currently sitting in 56th place. All right, coming in with a 4.3, a 5.14, a 3.6, a 1.8. All right, so definitely have some room for improvement right there. And then that 3.11 with a total of 18 pounds, 10 ounces. So definitely want to get rid of that 1.8 and then work on those 3s. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a game plan that he's working on. But yeah, so he has his 5 fish sitting in 56th place. All right, so let's see. Justin Speed says Matty Wong throwing them big glides and hitting some. Oh yeah. Now that's what we like to see is those big glide baits. That's what I was mentioning yesterday, guys. Is that was one of the poll questions. And actually, let's go ahead and if there's a poll question to kind of gauge and poll the room, drop that poll question in the chat and I can add it in here. But for now, what I'll do is I'll just hop in here and add one in myself. Let's see. All right, so let's make it interesting. Since we were talking about Milliken, he has 4 fish. All right, so what is a good question for that? So do you think Milliken will make the top 10 today? Because right now he is 14 pounds out of first place, but he's currently sitting on 50 pounds. And to be in the top 10, he just needs to get like a 6 to 7 more pounds, and he can be in that top 10. So who thinks he can do it? So let's go ahead and put this in here as the next poll question. So just bear with me, guys. This is a live show, and we're in here trying to have some fun with it. All right, so 1 second. So will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 today? All right, so who has faith? So we'll keep it simple. We'll go with a yes, and then we'll go with a no. All right, so that poll is live and in action. And like I was mentioning, guys, I like to make sure these live streams stay interactive. I'm interacting with the chat. I'm seeing what you guys are talking in here, seeing what kind of thoughts are going on. And we are dropping polls throughout the show to gauge the room, to see what you guys are, what you're thinking and what kind of information you guys want to find out. So if you have a poll question that you want me to drop in the chat, just put that question in the comment section, and then we'll see what you guys are thinking. So right now, the current poll question says, will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 today? Oh, wait a minute, guys. Why do we have 38% are saying yes, and we have 62% are saying no? It's not going to happen. It's going to be a no-go on that top 10. You got to have some faith, guys, but we're going to see. We're going to see. So I'll leave this poll up here for just a second and see, as more people vote, what that number turns out to be. But guys, if you could, set the hook on the like button for me. It really does help the channel out. Because yeah, the likes are looking kind of ugly right now. They're not looking good at all. Can I get about 7 or 8? Can I get about 7 or 8 more likes, guys? So we're gonna have some fun with it. I'm going through the chat, and also what I will do is I will drop the call in link. So if anybody wants to call, hit that call in link, I can bring you up on the screen. We can chit chat for like 1 or 2 minutes, drop you down and bring the next person up. Just want to get some people to come in and, hear your thoughts on how the day is going. But the thing that was surprising to me for the majority of the morning was seeing that Milliken was sitting on nothing. And I was like, hey, something just doesn't seem right. No camera time, no updates, no anything. Is he still on the same lake? Is he out there hiding somewhere? What is going on? All right, so I dropped that call in link. So if anybody wants to click that link, I can bring you up. We could talk for a minute or two, and then I'll drop you back down and bring up the next person. All right, so let's see. All right, so Jason Ball says 1 fish put him back in 10. Okay, all right, so yeah, so that's right. One fish can put him back in the top 10, especially on this lake, and he does only have 4 fish. So when he gets that 5th fish, all that entire weight will count for him. So let's see, and let's see where we're back at. So Cal Welcher, he's still sitting in 14th place, and Milliken is still sitting in that 25th place with 1 fish. But his last update was about 30 minutes ago or so, I believe. All right, so let's see what else are you guys talking about in this chat. All right, here we go. Let's see. Big Ivy Fishing, shout out to the money team. All right, he says Milliken is not putting his fish out there yet. All right, so that's what somebody was saying earlier. They think he's kind of holding out. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, Edward says, I read he caught a 7+. Was that today, Edward? Was that today? It couldn't have been today. Oh, well, okay. I guess it could have been today because we just don't know what his individual catch weights are. All right, so Triple says, Triple was a nickname from an old friend. It basically shortened my video game nickname. Okay, gotcha. Which was 6 speed sideways. All right. It went from that to triple S to just triple. All right. Sounds good. All right. Kevin says, what's up, Money Bass? Long time subscriber. Only a couple of times commenting. Want to know when you're coming to West Point for a live. If sandbagging was illegal, they'd all be guilty. Oh my goodness. So it looks like that's kind of the consensus of what is going around, that maybe they have some weights that they're just not putting into the system yet. But I don't necessarily know how that works with the marshals. I haven't heard them talk about that on the live. If anybody knows, if they have a certain amount of time that they have before they have to input their weights, drop that in the chat. Let us know. All right. So Kevin says, when will I be at West Point? Let me see. I have my schedule right here. I may possibly be at West Point. Oh, I would. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me pull this up. So for anybody that is watching and you are tournament fishing and you are in the area of the West Point area, I am going to put up a poll just to gauge the room. And I just want to see how many tournament fishermen that we currently have in the chat, what percentage. But right now, let's just finish out this first poll. It says, will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 today? Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this. It has changed. How times have changed some things. So we have 56% are saying yes, that Milliken will finish in the top 10 today. So they're banking on him bringing in that 10-pounder, man, and blowing it out of the water and hopping right back up there in that spot. But we have 43% that are saying nope, done deal. He's not going to make it to the top 10 today. And that's what we're talking about, guys, finishing in the top 10 today. All right, so I'm going to drop that poll down. And for anybody just tuning in, welcome to the show. I mean, we're just going to hang out a little bit, have some fun, kind of talk about this tournament a little bit. And the thing that was on a lot of people's minds earlier today is what is going on with Ben Milliken? Why was he showing zero weight for so long? Was it just not updating? Was he in an area where it was bad reception? Is it a conspiracy? What is going on? Is it a conspiracy? Why isn't Ben Milliken? Why aren't his stats updating? All right, but let me change this out. So just real quick for anybody that is just tuning in, the first poll that we just finished doing was, will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 today? So yesterday he was in the top 10. He finished off 8th. I think whenever they went off live, he may have been sitting in 4th or 5th place, I believe. But then by the end of the weigh-in, he was sitting in 8th place, which is, hey, definitely a respectable place to be, even in that 25th place right now. I mean, that's still sitting pretty good. But we have 60% said yes, he will finish in the top 10 today and be right back up there where he was at yesterday. And we have 39%, 40% saying that no, it's a struggle out there today. They don't think he's going to make it. All right, so this is the next question that we're going to do for the poll. What we're trying to find out is how many tournament fishermen, what percentage of you guys are tournament bass fishermen? Okay. And we'll keep it simple, UA. All right, bass tournament fishermen. That's how we'll do it. All right, and this is a live show, guys. So whenever I'm doing all of this, just bear with me. Are you a bass tournament angler? How about that? Put some respect on that name, bass tournament angler. And then we'll keep this simple also. We'll just go with a yes, you are, and a no, you are not. And the reason why I'm asking this is because there is a $10,000 tournament that is going to be taking place on Lake West Point. So that poll is live and in action. It is currently in the currently in the chat. So if you are, the poll question is, are you a bass tournament angler? Yes or no? All right, so that is going to be the poll question. And now just bear with me while you guys are answering that. I'm going to pull up some information about this tournament that is taking place on Lake West Point. And if you take a look, Kevin was just asking me about Lake West Point. And when I looked at my schedule, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I will be on Lake West Point. All right, so let me pull this up real quick, guys. Let me share my screen. All right, just bear with me. Again, this is a live show. We are live and in action. So who wouldn't mind winning $10,000 out for a day on the lake, a day of fishing? All right, so let's see. Let me drop this down real quick and just share this other screen. All right, if I can find it. All right, just bear with me, guys. I have a lot of things going on over here. All right, let's see. Almost got it. Thought I had it. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's share the screen right here and take a look. All right, so I'm going to drop Kevin down for just a second so you guys can get a better look of what I'm referring to. So this is the Rod Benders Bass Club. Shout out to the Rod Benders Bass Club. That is the bass club that I am a member of, and we are hosting a tournament on Lake West Point on the 27th of April. So make sure you guys set your calendars for the 27th of April. And let's see. So when you go to the website, it's rodbendersbassclub.com. Click on the 15th annual homecoming tournament, and you can actually register for this online. So there we go, guys. So it is the 15th annual homecoming tournament. First place is going to be $10,000 with a minimum of 150 boats or 7,000. So it's basically based on the number of boats. Generally, we have somewhere in that range, that 100 to 150 boats. Maybe a little more this time because we have put out a lot of advertisements for that. So it's open to all. Bring your own partner. Saturday, April 27th, 2024. The entry fee is $250, and the payouts are pretty nice. All right. So it's $250 per boat, includes the big fish pot. Pre-registration available online. So you certainly can go to the website and register online right now. Payback will be 80% per boat, 100% for big fish. All right. And where we are back at the Pine Road Park, and that is on Lake West Point, guys. So I will put up another poll after we finish this one to see how many tournament anglers that we have, just to see who else has fished Lake West Point. There's a registration form, but you can definitely register online. So let's see. There we go. So there's that register button. So you can go on here, fill everything out, pay and register online, guys. All right. So now let's head back out of here real quick. Just bear with me. Did everybody get a chance to see that? All right. And let me just hop back over here. Let's just check out this poll real quick and see. All right. So are you a bass tournament angler? We have 60% of you guys are saying yes. And we have 40% of you are saying no, that you're not. All right. So now of those 60%, let's see. We want to see who has fished Lake West Point. So we'll do it that way. And like I said, this is a very interactive show. As you come into the chat, make sure you introduce yourselves. The chat on this channel, guys, is one of the best chats on YouTube, especially during these live streams, because we are live. I'm very interactive with the chat. I dropped the call-in link. So if anybody wants to come up on the screen, we can, talk about the subject, whatever we have for that day. And, I drop you down, bring up the next person. So I definitely like to keep these very interactive. All right. So this next poll that we are going to put up is, have you fished Lake West Point? Have you fished? All right. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me, guys. Just have to check some. I have to check something real quick. All right. Let's see where we at. Let me just drop it in here. All right, where are we at? All right, so now make sure you get active and participate in these polls. The live stream does build off of the participation of the chat and the in the live streams and these polls, guys. So have you fished Lake West Point? All right, and we'll keep this one simple with a yes or no also, because I want to know who my competition is going to be when I'm out there fishing Lake West Point trying to win this $10,000. Oh yeah, I want to cash a check. All right, so that poll is live and in action. So if you could, everybody in the chat, just participate in that poll. And while you are doing that, let me check my likes real quick. How are my likes looking? Do you guys like the content? Are we? Oh, it doesn't look like you guys are having fun yet. If you wouldn't mind, can you just set the hook on the like button, guys? We're a little short on the likes. If you could just go ahead and bump it up, give me maybe like 6 or 7 more likes, and I'd really, really appreciate it. All right, so let's hop back into the chat and share this other screen so you guys can see these stats. And actually, let me. Yeah, so they're still on commercials, guys. So I'm trying to listen to updates, trying to give some updates, going through these stats. This the bass tracker is pretty neat. I mean, it updates right away, and it allows us to kind of see what is going on without actually seeing what is going on. All right, let's see. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let's see, where were we at? Let me bring this back up real quick. Looks like we have a contestant that wants to come up and have a few things to say. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Let me share my screen. And let's hop back on here to these stats real quick. So just bear with me. All right, there we go. All right, there we go, guys. All right, so let's just take a quick look at these stats real quick just to see if anything has changed and actually it looks like something has changed. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, guys. Where did Milliken go? He didn't go down. Do you guys see this? Milliken was in 25th and he did not go down. Did he go up? Let's start scrolling up. Where did Ben Milliken go? Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he is, guys. He got that 5th fish. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, guys. All right, so he is sitting at 54 pounds, 4 ounces, sitting in 13th place. Who wouldn't want to be sitting in 13th place? I mean, that's better than sitting at home, isn't it? I mean, 13th place, he's inching his way back up there. So that original poll, we had what, 60% were saying that yes, he will make it back into the top 10 today. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. Looks like 40% of you might be I might have to put that poll. Actually, I need to put that poll back up again to see if anybody is changing their mind. Where did the doubters go? Looks like some people are doubting my partner, Ben Milliken. All right, let's see. So have you fished Lake West Point? We have 10% of you are saying yes. We have 90% of you are saying no. So yeah, Lake West Point is located in Georgia. So I know we have guys in here from everywhere. I mean, we have guys from Australia, guys from Canada, guys from Michigan, Maine, California, Texas. So we have a little bit of everybody in here. So, but I'm seeing 10% of you guys are saying that you have fished Lake West Point. So now let me just change that, and then I'll bring up somebody that has a little something to say. All right. So now let's see. So of the people that are saying they have fished West Point, and I guess anybody else that wants to hop in, would you fish for $10,000 on Lake West Point? Just to kind of gauge the room. Just to gauge the room. Let me see. Would you fish Lake West Point for $10,000? All right. And again, I like to keep it simple. So we'll just go with a simple yes and a simple no. How about that? How about it? All right. So that poll is live and in action. So if you could go ahead and participate in that poll, guys, I would really, really appreciate it. And let's check the likes again real quick. They're still not good. They're still not good. Can I still get about 6 or 7 more likes, guys? I mean, we're about to have some fun in here. We're just getting things going. We're going through some stats, and you see Ben Milliken is out there. He's swinging it out for us, guys. He's trying to work his way back up into that top 10, and he's only 3 spots away. He's sitting in 13th place. All right, so let's see. Who do we have backstage? Who is this? Who is this? What is going on, sir? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Money Bass. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Shout out to Big Jim, guys. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube. So he has a channel over there. So what's going on? What's on your mind today? Have you been following the action over here on Lake Fork?
I have been for a little while. I come off the water. I'm up at Dale Hollow. We got a BFL tomorrow, and I came up on Wednesday, and today is a rain out. And I brought my rods in the cabin. I rent a cabin whenever we come up here.
Gotcha.
And thought I would turn on Money Bass because I saw you were live.
Yep, it's me. It's me live and in person.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but man, I was looking up your tournament. I'm interested, man. I might come down and participate with the rod vendors.
Hey, yeah, come on down and meet the guys and everything. And some of us will probably be camping right there on the campground. So the campgrounds are right there, right next to the ramp. So I mean, yeah, if you come on down, we'll have a campfire and everything. I don't know if you heard us talking about barbecue possum feet yesterday, but we might might have some barbecue possum feet and all kinds of good stuff down here.
Pass on that, brother.
Uh-oh. Let me see. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I apologize. I'm using my phone. I'm not at home.
Oh, yeah. I definitely, when you said you were at a cabin, I was like, okay, your reception's kind of good for where you're at.
Yeah. We got Wi-Fi here in the cabin, thank God, because there is absolutely no cell phone signal up here at Dale Hollow.
Wow.
But yeah. But so, hey, I need to go because I got people knocking at the door.
All right.
Hey, Money Bass, keep doing what you're doing, man. I like your content. And guys out there, give Big Jim Fishing a search there on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Check out Big Jim Fishing. Really, really appreciate you for coming up. That was
Big
Jim, guys. All right. Really appreciate it. All right, guys. Yeah. So like I said, we're just getting started. We're in here having some fun. Let me just drop that call-in link again for anybody that is just tuning in. We're just here talking, going over a few stats, seeing who are you rooting for out here. We're checking out the stats of your favorite anglers out there on the water, bringing people up to kind of chit chat about this and that. And I actually want to eventually get into some of the lures and everything that these guys are out there using, because we've seen some interesting things whenever those cameramen, they'll kind of when the angler has their back turned, they'll kind of turn that camera and kind of sneak a peek on some of these baits, because as you guys know, when those anglers catch when they're catching those fish, they're kind of taking that bait out and throwing it to the side real quick. We're like, oh man, come on, man, let us see what you're out there fishing with. But they're like, nah, can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. All right, let's see what else we have going on, guys. Let me just pull up this that poll again real quick. So would you fish Lake West Point for $10,000? All right, so there we go. That number looks pretty good. So we have 74% of you guys are saying yes, and we have 26% are saying no. I mean, I know for some of you guys that will be a long ride, and for anybody that is just tuning in, let me pull up the flyer just one more time so you guys can take a look at it. But basically, all you need to do is just go to the rodbendersbassclub.com, to that website, and then there will be a link right on the front page that will say the 15th annual homecoming tournament. All right, so just bear with me. I'm just pulling it back up for you guys. Let's see, where did it go? All right, and again, this is a live show, so all of this is live and in action. And while we're doing that, I'm doing a multiple things at one time, guys. So I'm about to drop this call-in link again, just in case anybody else wants to come up. So big shout out to Big Jim. You guys saw him come up. Make sure you check him out. He is on YouTube also. All right, so that call-in link is in the chat. All right, so here we go. So this is the tournament that I was just talking about, guys. It is the 15th annual homecoming tournament. First place will pay out $10,000. $10,000 or $7,000, depending on the number of boats. And we generally have somewhere in the range of those numbers. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a nice check. And I think we have a picture. There we go. There's a picture of the winners. And how much was that check? I think it was $7,000 on that one. That was a few years ago, whenever that one was done, I believe. Can't really remember, but you can register for this online. It is taking place on Saturday, April 27th. It is basically a two-man team, but you can fish individually. $250 per boat, with a big fish pot included in that pay-in. But there you go, guys. April 27th on Lake West Point. So if you are interested in that, make sure you go to the rodbendersbassclub.com. Click on the link that says 15th annual homecoming tournament. It's right there on the homepage, and you can pay and register online. There's also the contact information if you have any questions about that. And of course, do you guys see this right at the top? Some of the topics that we discuss on this channel get pretty interesting, but take a look at what I see on here. Does anybody see what it says at the top of that? It says important. Important. Oh my God. It says important. Polygraph test will be required. So for anybody that is out here that has been hearing about controversy in the fishing industry and all of this kind of stuff, we kind of get rid of that. That polygraph is going to keep some people away that are there with bad intentions. Oh yeah, they might just stay home for this one. But the guys that want to come out there and catch some weight and cash some checks, $10,000 seems like a good day of work, especially when your work is out there fishing on the lake. All right, let's hop back into these stats and hop back into the chat. All right, so just work with me real quick, guys. Have to share my screen once again. And that call-in link, I did drop the call-in link for anybody that does want to come up and talk a little fishing, talk about your favorite anglers out here on the lake, or maybe you have the inside scoop on some of these lures that these guys are using, and I can pull that up and we can take a look at it. Pull up the Tackle Warehouse website and take a look at some of these baits that these anglers have. All right, hold on one second, guys. Let's get this back up here. And let's just take a look. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Ben Milliken was sitting in this spot just a second ago, but he is no longer there. Did he go up or down, guys? Let's take a look. Oh, my goodness. Okay, no. He's still there. Somebody else moved. So he's still sitting in 13th place. But I wish this bass tracker was updated, because then we can kind of keep an eye on where he is at as far as what he needs to upgrade. But the other guy that I'm keeping an eye on for me is Kyle Welcher. That's my other partner in crime out here. There he goes. He is sitting in 15th place. So wouldn't you know, somebody just got bumped. All right, he just bumped Milliken down to 14th. Who was that just bumped him? Last catch somebody. There we go. Jacob Fouts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jacob Fouts came in with a new catch of 8-6. Oh, let's take a look. Let's see. I think everybody knows who Jacob Fouts is, right? He was, he was kind of famous out here in these YouTube streets just a few months ago. He is out here definitely doing his thing. And I don't know if you guys watched any of his content, but yeah, he was telling Milliken, he was like, hey man, you need to meet me on the lake. I heard you've been out here talking bad on my name. So now he's out here doing his thing. So he has jumped up to 12th. Wait a minute, 12th place. Okay. All right. Yeah, there we go. 12th place. So in that 12th place, let's see what Jacob has caught. He has caught a 6'10", a 4'13", a 5'4", a 4'8", and an 8'6" ouncer, guys. That is putting him at a total of 29 pounds, 9 ounces. Oh my God, it is a battle. It is a battle. Jacob Fouts is like, hey, I'm not going out like that. I know you guys are out here talking bad about me on YouTube because of the videos that I put out. All right, so here we go, guys. Yeah, so Milliken is down in 14th right now. But yeah, so let's take a look at, I think we were about to take a look at Cal Welcher and see what he currently has. So he has that 7'14", he has a 6'12", 7'3", 5'11", and a 5'10". So he's sitting on a 7'14" ouncer as his big fish with a total of 33 pounds and 2 ounces for the day. So big shout out to Hunter. I met them, both of them, actually at Lake West Point, the last time that I bumped into Cal Welcher. But we bumped into each other quite a few times on different little local lakes. So shout out to Cal Welcher. All right, so we're rooting for you, buddy. Hope you can upgrade that. Let's see. He's looking to upgrade a 5'10". So that's not going to be something that's too easy, but hopefully he can manage that. All right, so let's see, guys. Hold on 1 second. Like I said, I am doing multiple things in here today. 1 second. Let me check something. All right, all right. I know you guys can hear this. I'm getting messages and messages and more messages. I have 3-4 screens in here. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, so there we go. So Cal Welcher, he is sitting in, wait a minute, he just moved to 16th place. Did somebody else move again? Somebody else must have moved. No, they didn't. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're rolling, guys. We're rolling. Let's hop back into the chat real quick and see what you guys are talking about. And then we will get back into the poll and bring up another poll. All right, 1 second, guys. Yeah, you guys are moving. You guys are definitely moving in here. All right. All right. Hold on. Let's get into it. Where are we at? What is going on? Shout out to Ryan. He says, what was Ben saying about Fouts? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Can anybody tell Ryan what was going on when they were butting heads, guys? So yeah, so they had a little back and forth. It's been a few months ago. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Jacob Fouts was just kind of stating his thoughts and opinions on the industry as far as not taking care of maybe him and other anglers once he achieved a certain level of success, what he was expecting in return for achieving that level of success. And then other anglers were kind of coming in and saying, hey man, you need to just suck it up and get out there and put in the work, that kind of thing. So it was just a little bit of back and forth, just some healthy discussions going on at the time. So that was pretty much it. And so Jacob Fouts was like, hey, I heard you were talking about me, so you're gonna see me on the lake, that kind of thing. So yeah, it was a good deal. It was a good deal. All right, let's see. All right, I'm back in the chat, guys. I'm back in the chat. So anybody that is just tuning in, welcome to the live stream. We're just in here having a little afternoon fun, talking a little fishing while we're watching some fishing and seeing some stats get updated and all that kind of stuff. Checking it out and seeing who are you rooting for. I mean, I think I've already mentioned it to you guys. Me, I'm checking out Milliken. I'm checking out Cal Welcher. Those are my guys. So they're out here doing their thing. All right, so let's see what are you guys in here talking about in the chat. I'll try to get caught up real quick because I like to keep these shows interactive. And anybody that wants to come up, especially if you have a YouTube channel, make sure you hit this call-in link and come up. I can shout out your channel for you, and we can see who your favorite angler is, see what your thoughts are for today on what's been going on with the tournament. So yeah, hit the call-in link and I can bring you up and we can talk for like a minute or two. As you guys saw, we had Big Jim come up for just a minute or two. All right, so Doty Fishing, shout out to the Money Team. The Money Team are the members of the channel, guys. And those are the people that you will notice and have the badge next to their name. If you are interested in becoming a member of the channel and having that badge next to your name, kind of makes you stand out a little bit. The link, the join link, is down in the description, and it's also located right below this video. Just click that join link. It'll give you a little bit of information about becoming a member of the Money Team. And, you know, you see all the guys in here. We'll definitely welcome you to the channel. All right, so let's see. So Doty Fishing, he says, what's going on with Rick Clun? So let's scroll through here and see where Rick Clun is currently putting in work at. Where his work for the day put him at? Let's see. So that was Kimura. Let's go ahead and drop that one down. All right. Does anybody know where Rick Clun is at? We're looking for Rick Clun. Let's see what he has done for the day. Let's see. Let's see. I think I'm passing it, guys. I think I'm passing it. Does anybody know where Rick Clun is currently at? I'm scrolling kind of fast and scrolling kind of slow, so I think I missed it. In the chat, does anybody know what place Rick Clun is in? Let me see. All right, I see some good comments in here. Like I was saying earlier, guys, this is, let me just make sure I say this right. Let me put some respect on this statement. This is one of the best chats on YouTube. If you're not participating in the chat or you're catching this on the replay, it's not quite the same experience, because during the live shows, these are live, I'm interacting with the chat. I'm bringing people up on the screen, and you know, it's just a good deal. I mean, we have a lot of fun during the live streams. And today, this is just a pop-up live stream. The time that I generally come on is going to be Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about hot topics. We talk about fishing, just other things that are going on in the industry, depending on what my subscribers and viewers have sent to me that they wanted to discuss for that week. And I also do on the water lives, and I run Humminbird systems, so I go over a lot of things using the Humminbird Mega Live systems, with the settings, with tracking baits, tracking fish, catching fish on that. So those will be on the water live. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get those notifications. All right, so Rick Clun, I didn't see Rick Clun in here, guys. I don't want to spend too much time trying to find it if somebody already knows where he's at on here. Okay, there we go. Somebody let me know. There we go. All right, let's see. Somebody said 94. Nope, I don't see him on 94. Is Rick Clun hiding from us, guys? Or is the Bass Tracker just not updating correctly? Or am I just doing something wrong? One of the three. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, found it. All right, let's change this up a little bit. All right, Rick Clun, he is currently sitting in 90th place. So for today, he has one fish. He has a 5-pounder. But if you take a look at that, it's not updating his stats to where you can see his actual catches either. So it looks like it is affecting several other anglers. You don't see his last catch activity or anything like that. But he has a total of 24 pounds, 13 ounces. All right. So, yeah, so there is Rick Clun, guys. But let's scroll back up here and keep our eyes on the prize, the man of the day. Who are we rooting for? So, yeah, so put in the comment section who you're rooting for. When I see it, then I'll pull it up. But so we still have Jacob Fouts sitting in 12th. Milliken is sitting in 14th. All right. He has 54 pounds, 4 ounces. And Jacob Fouts has 55 pounds, 10 ounces. So we have some rivalries going on in here. Always makes for an interesting tournament. All right. So let's see. Let's hop back into the chat real quick, guys. All right. Triple says, hopefully you can get down there. Let me see. Are you talking about, going to West Point? Yeah. So I'll definitely be on West Point on the 27th, guys. So if anybody just tuning in, make sure you go to the robbendersbassclub.com. On the homepage on that website, click the homecoming tournament link, and you will see the information for the $10,000 payout tournament. Definitely something you want to be at. There will be activities, be a pretty big event, because what they are doing is they are shutting down all other activity on that lake. And this will be the only tournament taking place on that lake. So it's going to be kind of a big deal. It's on the radio stations and everything, guys. So yeah, definitely want to come and take advantage of that $10,000 possibility. All right. Steve K says Scott was near the cut line. All right. So yeah, Scott Martin was out here doing his thing. All right. He says, let me see. Triple says, I'm Canadian. So Gustafson. Am I saying his name right? Gustafson is big on my list. He's down in the list though, unfortunately. Oh yeah, and he likes throwing those big baits too. So I mean, I'm kind of getting into the glide bait, big swim bait type scene this year because I need a 7-pounder at one of these tournaments, guys. That 7-pounder will earn me around $4,000. So that's my goal for this season. I'm not even looking to come in with limits or anything like that. I just want one fish. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Just give me that one fish and I'll be happy. So, I mean, my stats aren't going to be looking too good this year, but hey, I'm not really fishing for those points and all of that this year. I just need that one 7-pounder. That's going to be my fun and my goal for this year is to see if I can make that happen. All right, so let's see. Let's find Gustafson. I hope I'm saying his name right. All right, where is he at? Did I pass it? And I wonder what he's out there throwing. Is he throwing big swim baits? There he is. He's currently sitting in 76th place. He has 3 fish for the day, sitting at 12 pounds, 3 ounces for today. He had, whoa, I thought that said 11-pounder for a second. All right, so he has a 6'3". He has a 111 and a 4'5". So that 6-pound, 3-ouncer is his big fish. And he is sitting on a total weight of 33 pounds, 1 ounce. Okay. All right. So he's out here doing his thing too. All right. So let's hop back into the chat and see what else you guys are saying in here. All right. Let's see. CT says sounds like some bucks being caught today. Yeah, seems like some of those weights are a little smaller. Smaller males hanging around, plus forked females won't be caught twice 2 days in a row. Yeah, somebody asked about that yesterday. They were asking, can someone catch the same fish multiple times? Like, let's say if you catch a 10-pounder that's on bed, then the next day or maybe later in the day, you come back and catch that same fish again. Or can you catch the same fish multiple times and have that go towards your weight? Because with this catch, weigh, release, we've all seen what that kind of leads to, depending on how those fish are being caught, right? Oh yeah, something to think about. All right, so Michael says Ronnie just confirmed Ben has 5 fish. All right, so yeah, I'm a little behind in the chat. I don't know how far behind okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I'm a lot behind in the chat. All right, so what I'll do, generally what I do when I get behind on the chat, guys, is the members of the Money Team. Big shout out to the Money Team. Those are the guys that you see that have the badges next to their name. I will just go through real quick and kind of zoom through those chat messages so that I can get caught up. And the other thing, like I mentioned, for anybody that is new and just tuning in, there is a call-in link. I would drop that in the chat again. If you have a YouTube channel or you just want to come up and you have something that you want to say, but definitely if you have a YouTube channel, you should definitely come up, hit that link, and I can shout out your channel. We can talk about fishing for a minute or two, drop you back down. It'll be a good deal. All right, so let's see. Darren said he has a 5 fish limit. All right, so yeah, I'm going to start zooming through these messages real quick, and then we will change this poll question. But the last poll question that we had is, would you fish Lake West Point for $10,000? $10,000. We have 53% are saying yes, and we have 47% are saying no. And keep in mind that there are people, as you see, there are people here from Canada, Australia, state of California, New York, everywhere. So there's people everywhere. So for some people, that long drive is not going to be, they're definitely not going to make that drive. But if you're close enough to the area, April 27th, Lake West Point, $10,000 going out for first place, $10,000. That flyer, go to robbendersbassclub.com and you will see the link for that tournament. All right, let's see. Where were we at, guys? So this poll, I was going to change this poll. Oh, yeah. I remember what we were changing this poll to. So for anybody just tuning in, the first poll that I put up was, will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 after today? He was currently sitting, he was sitting in 25th place when I put the poll up, and we had, was it 60%? Yes, 60% said yes. And then we have 40% that said no. Now, that was when he was in 25th place. So let's scroll back over here again real quick. We're going to change this poll question. All right, so where is he at right now? Right now, Milliken is sitting in 14th place with 54 pounds, 4 ounces. All right, 54 pounds, 4 ounces. He has 5 fish with a total of 21 pounds, 7 ounces. In order to get into the top 10, they are sitting at 57 pounds, 5 ounces. And Milliken he's about 3 pounds, 3 ounces away from that. So he just needs to call up 3 pounds, 3 ounces. But the problem is that we do not know what his current weights are of the fish that he caught. So when we try to look at his stats, as you can see, it's not showing his last catch. And it is not showing, let me just pull it back up this way again. All right, it is not showing his last catch. Where'd we go? All right, it's not showing his last catch. And we do not know what the catches are that he has had for the day. So who knows? With these 21 pounds, 7 ounces, and those 5 fish, one of those could be a 1 pounder or something. He could have a 8, 7, 9 pounder. We just don't know right now. All right. So yeah. So now we're going to go over here and we're going to change up this poll question. We're going to put it back up once again. And let's see who has changed their mind. All right. Where are we at, guys? So I'm going to end this poll about the $10,000 payout. We pretty much saw the answer on that one. All right. So now, will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 after today? At the end of day 2, will Ben Milliken be in the top 10? Will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 on day 2? All right. Hope that is clear enough for everybody. And I like to keep it simple. So we'll put a quick and easy yes. I see some of you guys are already answering. All right. And we got to know. So that poll is live and in action, guys. All right. I see somebody said, I like him, but nope. But hey, I mean, I know some people are going to change their mind. So before we were sitting at 60%, we're saying, yes, he would. And 40% were saying, no, he is not. So now we're going to see. All right. Then Michael says his bass tracks have been off all day. And right, that was really one of the main things that made me do this pop-up live stream today, because I was like, hey man, what is going on? Is he way off someplace where the reception isn't good? Because I don't think he's sitting on no fish. I was like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It can't be the truth. It can't. Something's not giving us the truth out here, guys. And it appears to have been the bass tracker. All right. And like I said, the call-in link is in the chat. If you have a YouTube channel or you just want to come up and, talk about your favorite angler for a minute, I can just hit that link. I can bring you up. We can talk for a minute or two. Then I'll drop you back down. All right, let's see. All right, so just bear with me, guys. So now what I'm doing is going through here real quick and just getting caught up on the chat. All right, so Triple says, good question. I really don't think they can. So some of these things, I know you guys are getting active in the chat and networking with each other. And that is something that I always encourage, because you never know when someone is in the same area you are, fishing the same lakes, fishing the same tournaments. You might just meet your next fishing buddy in the chat. This is one of the best chats on YouTube, guys. We meet every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we cover a lot of different topics. We definitely have fun in the chat and during these live streams. So if you haven't subscribed, just consider subscribing to the channel. Always a good time. Always a good time. All right, let's see. All right, Patricia. Oh, shout out to Patricia. Patricia's back once again. What does Patricia say? Patricia says Tackle Warehouse is fishing West Point now. Oh, okay. Yeah, and actually, I think somebody did mention that to me. So good deal with that. All right. So like I said, I have to go through here and get caught up real quick, guys. Triple. Let me see. Gussie is the man. He's very generous with his time. I used to have trouble tying a consistent FG knot. I tried tying that knot one time. I felt like throwing all my equipment in the lake. I was like, I am not using that knot. He says, let me see, trouble tying the FG knot with 4 to 8 pound line. And he answered a bunch of my questions. Well, hey, maybe I need to speak to him too.
Yes, sir.
Maybe I need him to help me with that one. All right, let's see what else we have in here, guys. All right, we're getting caught up on the chat, and then we'll pull the stats back up, and we'll check in on the current poll, and we will drop another poll. The other thing that I mentioned to everybody in the chat is if there is a poll question, and these polls are meant to gauge the room. If you want me to put up a particular poll of some information that you may want to know about the anglers, about the tournament, or just a topic in general, drop it in the chat. If I catch it, then I can put it on the message board for the next poll. All right, but what I'm doing right now is going through here and catching up on all of the messages from the money team. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, so Chris says I guess he's saying he wants to fish the homecoming tournament, but he needs to fish as a co-angler. So yeah, so just drop it in. Are you saying you want to fish Lake West Point? Just put that in the chat. If you want to say I'll fish West Point, but I need but as a co-angler or something like that. I mean, like I said, you never know. There may be somebody out there that's looking for a co-angler that wants to fish it. And this is a team tournament. So this is not where you will be competing against each other on the same boat. It will be 5 fish per boat. So you will basically split that prize money if that's how you decide to do it. But that prize money, that boater and co-angler are a team on this tournament. All right, then let's see. Kevin Moore says, I kind of feel like you called me out. I don't remember what I said. Was it about the stats? I don't remember, Kevin. What was it? What did I call you out on? All right, let's see. Let's see what else we have in here. Texas Noob says, what's up, money? What would be the buy-in? All right, so it was $250 is the entry fee for that tournament that is taking place on Lake West Point on April 27th. The payout is going to range from $7,000 to $10,000 depending on the number of participants. But I mean, it's going to be a big deal. So I'm thinking we're going to be pushing around that 150 boats or something like that, and that will be that $10,000 payout mark. So it'll be a good deal. And, you know, they have a lot of good areas where you can stay. They have camping and all that stuff. So, you know, I may be up there camping, guys. Maybe out there having some fun with it. All right. So Ryan said, I saw that big spiky ball thing earlier on Taku on his boat. He said, strange looking lure. Right. Does anybody know what that is? If there are any lures that you've noticed that these anglers have been using, drop that in the chat too. If I see it in the chat, then I will just pull it up on the screen so we can kind of, you know, we can get some of that inside information and see what's going on. But hold on one second. Looks like we have another contestant that has a few things they might want to say. Who is this? Who is this? We have CT checking in. What's going on, CT? How are you doing today?
Yo, making it. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. So what is on your mind this evening? I'm used to the 8 o'clock live stream. So what's
between my tooth and head pain and my insomnia? I don't know what time it is either, man. It could be 2 a.m. I wouldn't know right now. So that lure, I think I know what it is. Just even though I've just heard y'all talk about it, did it have lots of little appendages?
Right. Yep. It kind of looked like a let me think. A Ned rig, like those square shaped kind of jig heads, but it had a bunch of tentacles sticking out of it.
Huh. It did have a jig head though.
I couldn't tell.
Well, let
me see.
Yeah, if you can get it, you know me, I'm Mr. JDM. So if you can give me a picture, I'll tell you what it is. Well, if I'm allowed. There's one thing out there that a couple of my JDM boys might start lobbing off limbs if I tell. But if it ain't that, I'm probably good to go.
All right, so let me show you what it appeared to be to the regular eye. Can you see that?
Oh, yes. Okay, yes.
That is what it looked, something like that. But it didn't have that many tentacles on it.
Yeah, okay, I know exactly what it is. I'm going to tell you, but I hope he don't kill me, because if you look at the man's jersey, I don't want to out him for not throwing something that ain't on his chest, if you know what I'm saying.
I see.
Because he's got that nice Norris banner across his chest. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the Norris brand, it's son of Yamamoto, and some incredible baits over the years. They first started getting sold in Yamamoto pro shops back when Gary owned them before the sale, and they're absolutely Chappie, Chappie. You look close to home there, Chappie. But this isn't Norris. This is going to be oh gosh dang it, the Dead Gum brand. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to go to another window here. Let's see if it keeps me up. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yep, we can hear you. And
Okay, I'm gonna find it
the
for you.
chat is listening. Wait a minute. It looks like somebody might have known what it is. I'm looking real quick. Let's see. Oh, we got it. We got it. Big Dog. Shout out to Big Dog.
No, it's not the dice. It's not the dice. No, it's not the.
Oh, you know what?
If it's rounded, it's not the dice. It's extremely similar to the dice.
You know what? Yeah, I don't think that's what it was.
Because the dice is squared off. The latest one is brand new, and it's a ball.
Yeah, because this one looks like those tentacle things kind of go into it, like they infused it into it. The other one, it looks like it's all one piece. I'm pretty sure from how it looked to me that it was all one piece. Sounds like we may have lost CT for a second, but let's just.
Okay, is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, it's getting mad at me for looking at other things here. Fun, can I borrow your phone? I'm gonna use the wife's phone. There's something extremely similar to the OSP dice, and I'm trying to remember who it's made by, but I don't think it's OSP because they already had the dice, and this is too similar. It's almost identical, except for a dice. It is a ball, and it has like twice the dadgum appendages of the dice.
Okay.
And people were ragging on the dice, saying, "Oh, it's hokey. It doesn't catch fish. It's a gimmick, and all this." But what they don't understand is that let me put this in here. What they don't understand is that so many of these JDM baits are designed where they are not only technique specific, but they are so situational that it's not even funny. It's like, situationally speaking, you have to thread the needle, but if you hit that spot, all it does is catch fish. Okay. And that's what a lot of these baits that come out of depths. Well, depths not so much. Depths is getting to where they can handle. They're pretty multi-use. But OSP especially, man, a lot of their stuff is extremely situational, but it is money. And there was a very famous fishing YouTuber who you and I both know very well that was knocking the dice, and he's like, "Man, this thing is absolute garbage." And I'm like, "No, it ain't." He's like, "Yes, it is." And I'm thinking, you hit that right situation, all that thing's going to do is load boats. Now, I know a lot of people say, "Well, that's with any lure." Well, yes and no. I'm not just saying the lure will work in a specific situation. I'm saying that it absolutely slays in a certain situation. And that's like the OSP dice. And as my wife's phone does its thing here. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, when you said look like all one piece, you said it didn't look like the dice then, where the tentacles come out of it.
Right. Yeah, it looks like it was all built into one piece, and somebody else said it was round.
It was like all molded then. Okay, well,
right.
Then it wouldn't be the other item I was thinking of, because the other item I was thinking of was constructed like the dice. But there's one other thing here. Let me look it up. Let's see here.
I'm looking Big Ivy said that's the Z-Man octopus. Look, I'm gonna search it anyways.
Yeah. You never know, right? I know that Nori's escape twin is like kind of like the Nori's bug that was back in the day, and that thing is just an incredible bait. Let's see here.
All right,
Nori's just cut back on production.
Outdoor The Adventures of Eminem says Alton Jones Jr. Let me see. Q Bomb by G Crack. What is that?
Oh, yes. Yes, yep, that's gonna be the round one. Yeah, it's gonna be the round one.
Oh, so that's the one. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's talking about that Bellows Gill, I think.
Now, Now I know there's a Q bomb out there. I know what he's talking about. That's the latest one that
Oh, I see it right here.
That's the company I was looking for. Thank you, sir.
Wow, look at that. Through our investigations.
Yep. That's the one I was talking about. Yep. Like I said, rounded and even more appendages.
Now, how do you rig this thing? Do you just
well, there's a couple of different things. It's just look, here's the trick. Here's the trick, and here's what I'm talking about the situational aspect. Okay, my YouTuber buddy here that you and I know that went out and tried it and said it was garbage was not using it the right time of year. This thing is built for water displacement, right?
okay?
You can do it two ways. How they're fishing it now, I guarantee you, is going to be a small nail weight, or like even more than likely a Ned rig weight. That's not the nail that has the flat bottom to it or the oval bottom to it.
Okay.
Then they're going to take and just kind of Ned hook it in the side, let that weight drop straight down onto a bed. All those tentacles, all that water displacement on a bed, all that stimuli to that lateral line, to a female on the bed, she ain't going to appreciate that crap very much. Now, it's not going to be a wonderful sight fishing bait, right? Because it doesn't have that color. But in that situation, it doesn't have to. Let's see here what Daniel Perry. Let's see here.
There we go. Somebody who Let me see who did Cole. Shout out to Cole. Cole has found it. Here it goes, right here.
Pop it up. Let me see it. Yeah, it's the same principle. It's the same principle. See how it's shaped? It's the same principle. Either bait would work, and either bait would absolutely work. And honestly, the OSP dice would work for the same reason.
Wow. Okay. So let me hop into the chat real quick. I'm going to put up a poll. Let's see what the last poll was first, though. Will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 on day 2? We have 57% of you guys are saying yes, and we have 43% are saying no. So it's still right around the same. Actually, some less people are saying yes now. I guess it's closer to the end of the day. But all right, CT, I think we have some feedback or something like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this any better?
Yeah, it's better now. Okay. Wait a minute. It started doing it again.
There you go.
All right, let's see. All right, say something again.
Sorry, I was muting for a call.
Yeah, okay. Yes, you're getting feedback. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down, but yeah, we're gonna just taking a look and dissecting this. And I appreciate you coming up, CT.
My pleasure.
All right, guys. All right, so that was CT. All right, so look at this. Wow, look at the investigation skills. Hold on just a second, guys. Look what we can find out and the things that we can do when we work together. Who has seen something crazy like this before? I have not seen this before. All right, but let's go ahead and change this poll question. All right, so right now, will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 on day 2? We have 57% of you guys are saying yes, and we have 43% of you are saying no. And once again, make sure you are participating in the poll and in the chat if you are in here. This is one of the best chats on YouTube whenever we have these live streams, guys. Generally, we meet on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we talk about a lot of different topics, hot topics, slow topics. We talk about fishing, we may talk about electronics. So it just depends on what you guys want to talk about. A lot of you reach out to me on my Instagram, email, things like that with different topics that you want to cover. Then we'll go through there and kind of pick something out, and then we will run with that. All right, so make sure you are participating in the chat. All right, so I'm going to change this poll question. Before I do that, let me just take one more look. I'm not going to share the screen, but I just want to look and see where Milliken is currently at. Let me just refresh everything, because I think they still have a little bit more time on the lake. And Milliken is currently sitting in 14th place with 54 pounds, 4 ounces. And the cut is 57 pounds, 10 ounces, because JT Tompkins just caught a 5-pound, 12-ouncer to put him in the top 10. And let's see, that did not push Milliken down right there. But okay, so yeah, so JT Tompkins just went into 10th place with 57 pounds, 10 ounces. But what is leading, oh my God, is Trey McKinney with 64 pounds, 1 ounce. So that is sitting at the top of the leaderboard right now. So Milliken is 9 pounds, 13 ounces behind that. But as we all know, that can easily be made up in one day. And it can also be made up by the end of the day if they even have anywhere from like 30 minutes left on the lake. You just never know. With any cast, you can come in and get caught up on that. All right, so now let's dive into this bait that we're taking a look at real quick. Has anybody in the chat used one of those? And let me just find the name of this thing. And I do not know how to pronounce that. Heidi up or hide up, Coke, Koiki. I don't know, guys. I'm trying over here. All right. So has anybody ever used one of these? You guys see it right there on the screen. Let's see if I can enlarge it a little bit more for you guys. Look at this crazy looking thing. Why would a fish even bite that? It looks like a tumbleweed, an underwater tumbleweed. Very interesting. Guys, think about that. There's some things out here that people are using, especially at that level, that we do not know anything about, and they're keeping it on the hush. But if you guys were watching, those cameramen, when those anglers turned their back, the cameramen were kind of zooming in and sneaking in some quick peeks at some of those lures that those guys have. So some of those anglers may turn around to that cameraman and be like, hey, man, I caught you. What are you looking at over there? What's going on? All right, let's see what else you guys are talking about. Big Dog says, Chuck, that was yesterday's leaderboard. So yeah, make sure you guys stay in here and keep networking. TJ Fishing says that those are $55 on eBay. Hold on. Wait a minute, guys. Hold on just a second. We have to stop the show. We need to check $55. Is that correct? I'm going to check. Let's see. So I'm going to eBay right now, guys. If it is $55, how many come in one pack? It cannot just be one. All right, let's see. 26. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Oh, my goodness, guys. Hold on. Let me show you what I have found. So we found it. Wow. Think about that. Just a few minutes ago, we were in here trying to figure out what was going on. But now not only have we found it, we've looked it up, and we have also found where you can purchase them at. All right. So just bear with me. Let me change the screen up a little bit. Let's see, share this. All right, this is a live show, guys. And also, I have dropped the call-in link. So if anybody does want to call in, I can bring you up. You've seen Big Jim Fishing. We've seen CT. So we see a few people coming up each time. But if you want to come up and discuss your favorite angler, or, you know, the topic that we were talking about at the time, that is all fine. All right, here we go. So take a look at this, guys. Let me see if I can bring this up for you a little bit better, but this is it right here. Look at that, guys. $105. There's some for $38. 81 and $82. I don't know what that thing is right there, but man, there's There's some very interesting looking baits going on out here, guys. What is happening? What are these fish out here eating? They're eating aliens. These fish are eating aliens. These bass are eating aliens, guys. Do you see these baits that they are using out here? And these are coming from some of the leaders of some of the guys that are on the leaderboards. Look at that. Can you guys see that? So this one right here, all the way to the, it's not, my mouse isn't showing up, but all the way to the right, that kind of looks like the one that he had on his boat. So yeah, he's gonna get that cameraman. He's gonna be like, hey buddy, I heard you were zooming in on some of my top secret lures. Look at that, guys. And look at the price. Look at the price of that. That's for, and it says pre-owned. Pre-owned. It's pre-owned. So it is used. These are used for $90. There's some brand new ones for $64 or best offer from Japan. Wow, look at that. All of these things are coming from Japan, guys. Now that is an interesting looking bait right there too. Look at these things. What is down there under the water that we don't know about? These fish are eating underwater tumbleweeds. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Ryan says Trey McKinney had a fish break off. Let me see. 30 minutes later, he caught the same fish and got his jerkbait back out of the fish's mouth. Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Did that happen today? Was that today? Because I've missed it, guys. I've been in and out and moving around. I've been trying to keep up, but couldn't quite do it. All right, Triple says, yeah, let me see. I saw that. All right, let's see what else you guys are talking about in here. All right, so CT is saying that those are used for bed fishing because of the water displacement. So maybe that fish is picking it up, maybe not even as something that it is going to eat, but just to clear out the bed. And when it picks it up in its mouth, then whoop, yank him right to the boat. So maybe that is the deal with that. All right, so let's see. Chappie says yesterday's leaderboard, Laffy, not accurate today. All right, so yeah, so you guys are definitely in here chatting it up, networking with each other. Like I said, this is the best chat on YouTube, guys. You want to make sure you tune in on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. because we definitely get in here and have some fun with some things. And again, I dropped the call-in link. If anybody wants to call in, I can bring you up on the screen, especially if you have a YouTube channel, guys. You definitely should be hitting that call-in link. All right, let's see. Y'all gotta quit going off a bass track. Brittany is like, hey, I know the real deal. Quit looking at that bass track. All right, let's see. Laffy Taffy says, I'm still showing 14th on bass track. Yeah, we have to look at the bass track. It's kind of fun. Everybody likes using that bass track. I'm just updating it again just to see. Oh, okay, guys. Looks like Milliken has dropped to 15th, right below Jacob Fouts. And Kyle Welcher is in 17th. So my guys are right there, right next to each other. And let's see. The cutoff looks like it's still around that 57 range. And let's see. Milliken is currently sitting at 54 pounds. So yeah, he's definitely not far from whoa, he must have upgraded again. No, he was at 54.4 before whenever we took a look at it, guys. All right, but now the top 10, you have to be at 58.6. 58.6. So he is 4 pounds, 2 ounces out from being in that top 10. All right, so he's definitely still moving. All right, so back into the chat. And while I'm doing that, this is kind of interesting to me, guys. Seeing these baits on here, especially for these prices. Look at that. Look at that bait. $84. Wow. $156. You can get you a 5-pack. All right. I know what I want to find out now. Let's find something else out. What was this bait called again? Heidi Up. Koiki. Am I saying it right? You know, I have to pronounce all of the syllables and all of the letters in the name, make it sound a little more interesting. I wonder if there's anything on YouTube about this. So let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. We're doing some research. We're doing some research to how to catch some of these bass fishes. All right. All right. So let's see. Let's see, guys. All right. We're going to see. We are about to find out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We found it, guys. Let me share my screen once again. Hold on one second. Let's see. Where are we at? There we go. So I think we can just change this. Change this. Do a quick search. And bam! Bam!
Yes, sir.
There it is. How about we take a quick look? Can we sneak a peek at it? Let's take a look, guys. Oh, I can't play the mute. Ah. Wow, that thing is actually pretty big. They're fishing it as a top water bait. I did not think that that was how that worked. All right, let's take another look. Let's take a look at one more and see, guys. Wow, all of these things are on here. They're just hidden. They're hiding from us. They didn't want us to see it. Let's take another look. All right, so there's one. Okay, so that looks more like a jig the way that they're working it now. So originally, this is how I was thinking that that bait would be used, that it would actually be on the bottom. Oh, okay. So they have a nail sinker in that one, and that allows it to go to the bottom. So apparently they do float. Oh, they're just fishing it on a shaky head. Wow. Wow. Look at that. That is just on a shaky head. So they just put the hook right into it on a shaky head. CT says top water is a false flag. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's not the truth. All right, let's see what Don says. Shout out to Don. He says, regardless, where Ben finishes today, he's going to top 5 this event. If not, win the whole thing. Uh-oh, there we go. There we go. Don, he believes. He has faith. He's a believer. Don says, if not, win the whole thing. He has more time on Texas water in the past few years than just about anybody on that tour. All right. All right.
Yes, sir.
How about that? Don says, I have faith. I know what's going to happen. All right. Triple says, what a crazy bait. Oh, yeah. That is a crazy looking bait right there. All right. Who's going to try it? Let's change the. So now that we have all learned something, we have learned something today, guys. Who is going to try this crazy bait? Big Dog says, bass eat anything. Had one puke up a duck in my live well once. I mean, but people eat ducks too. I mean, you never tried a duck before? Mighty tasty. All right. Kevin says, let me see, Money Bass, I'll be there, no doubt. Uh-oh. So you're gonna come out to the tournament at Lake West Point. So yeah, make sure you look me up. I will be out there. And yeah, so check down in the description. If you're going to be coming to Lake West Point, just shoot me a message on my Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, maybe email or something like that, but maybe Instagram will be better. Just send me a message, and definitely we can do some type of meet and greet or something like that, see what your accommodations are going to be. But yeah, if anybody is thinking about fishing that Lake West Point tournament, definitely reach out and go to the website and register. Go to the robbendersbassclub.com. This is a $10,000 tournament, guys. So not many of those that will come up to where you can pay in $250 and it pays out. I'm thinking, don't quote me on this one, but I think it pays out over 20 places. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can do the math real quick. Let me see if I can do some mathification. Do some math real quick. Let's see. So let's take. Oh yeah, so it should pay out between 20 to 30 places, guys. All right, so go to robbendersbassclub.com. You will see the link right on the screen. It'll say the 15th annual Rob Benders Bass Club Homecoming Tournament. Just click that link. You can go directly there to get the information and register online. And send me a message. Let me know that you're going to be coming, and maybe we will be able to do some type of meetup or something like that, guys. Have some fun while we're out there on the lake. All right, let's see. Where else were we at, guys? Kind of losing my spot. Okay, there we go. So Fork is... What are you guys talking about in the chat? All right. Oh, yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me check my likes. Are my likes looking ugly? Come on. Come on, TJ. Please let me know. Please tell me my likes aren't looking ugly. I know they're treating me right. I know they're... they're okay. The likes are okay, but they should be a little bit higher. I mean, the likes are showing that you kind of like me. You're kind of liking me a little bit. Can I get maybe 8 more likes? Can I get 8 more likes, guys? You know, that might hook it right on up for me. That'll work. 8 more likes. All right. So where were we at? All right. So right now we're looking into these lures. We're looking into these lures and seeing who is going to use the crazy alien octopus bait. I mean, I don't even know what kind. That's definitely not an octopus. I mean, what is 50 tentacles called? All right, so will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 on day 2? 61% are saying yes, that he is going to make it to the top 10, even though he is in 15th at the moment. And I don't know how much more time they have left on the lake. But remember, Bass Tracker is not official. I don't think, is it? But we'll know for sure in just a little bit once they finish doing the weigh-ins, guys. Or wait a minute. Are they doing weigh-ins? They're not even doing weigh-ins for this because everything is catch, weigh, and release. So maybe the Bass Tracker is 100% accurate. I don't know. Who was that said don't trust that Bass Tracker? So yeah, I'm not sure about this one. All right, let's see. Ryan said I hit the like button also. All right, appreciate it. Laffy Taffy said I got you on the like. All right, TJ said 175 watching, 103 likes. So there's 72 people out there that are like, nope, I'm not liking it. I'm watching it, but I'm not liking it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna like it. All right, but that's fine. That's fine. As long as you're in here having some fun with us. All right, let's see what else we're talking about in here. All right, what does Laffy Taffy say? Says first bass I ever caught was on a hot dog. Was it a catfish? What kind of fish did you catch on a hot dog? We used to cut it in triangle. Let me see, as a kid, and it would spin, and we would catch them. Okay, all right, pretty neat. All right, let's see what else we're talking about in here, guys. All right, so man, we've been rolling for a good little minute. You know, I hopped on here. This was just a pop-up live stream. Today is what? Is today Friday? Man, today is Friday. The week is done. The week is over. But it's going to be raining, so I don't know if I'm going to make it out to the lake this weekend. We'll see. I was supposed to actually be out on the lake doing an on the water live for you guys yesterday, but you know, it was a little too much going on online. I started watching the tournament day 1 and I kind of got hooked. I got caught into it. So instead of being out fishing, I was at home watching other people fish. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought that I would choose watching it over actually going and doing it myself? And the funny thing about that is I see kids that actually watch other people. They'll watch videos of other people playing video games. And I will look at them. I'm like, why are you watching somebody else play the video game instead of just playing the video game? But I guess they could actually look at me and say the same thing. Because that's exactly what I did. All right, let's see what else we have, guys. All right. So Kevin says, Money Bass, I'll pay for your whole trip if I can be your partner. I'll just be a net fella. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what? I mean, that's pretty interesting. I might have to do something for my subscribers, guys. I might have to do something for the Money Team. Shout out to the Money Team. Man, that is pretty interesting. I'll have to think about that one. Appreciate it, Kevin. All right. Big shout out to Kevin. So Kevin is like, hey, you know, I want to fish that West, but I want $10,000. What is it normally? $1 million. But yeah, I want $10,000. All right. Let's see what else you guys are talking about in here. All right. So the other thing that I forgot to mention is generally, you know, I have the banner running down here and give a big shout out to the sponsor of the show. But today we didn't really have a sponsor of the show. Whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker during the live stream is the sponsor of the live stream. And also people have started gifting memberships to the channel. So whoever gives the most memberships, that kind of stuff, whoever gives the most support during the live stream is who becomes the sponsor of the channel, because this channel is supported by you guys, the viewers, the subscribers, and people who just slide through every once in a while just to see what are they talking about over there this time. Are they talking about something crazy again? And I guess in a way we are. Let me play this little video again. We're over here talking about some hopping looking spider. I don't know what kind of bait that is. Oh, look at that. And they put a trailer on it this time. Okay. All right. Pretty interesting. But yeah, so want to give a big shout out, special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, Cerebral Tackle. So Cerebral Tackle gifted 10 memberships on the last live stream. So anybody that is now a member of the Money Team and you were gifted a membership from CT, drop CT in the chat just to show a little bit of appreciation. Really, really appreciate that. All right, let's see. All right, so TJ says, all right, TJ Fisher says 125 likes, much better. Okay, I'm feeling light. I'm feeling light today. How about that? All right, so Cross Brothers Fishing says Sprite, Mountain Dew, or anything acidic can stop bleeding on a fish. Oh yeah, let them gulp a couple of sips of that Mountain Dew. Hook them right on up. All right, Laffy Taffy, where are you from, Money Bass? Fairly new here. What state? I am out here in Georgia. I'm down south. Down here having some good Southern living. I mean, some people say, hey, Money Bass, what's going on with that accent? I mean, sometimes I have an accent, sometimes I don't. I don't think I ever have one, but hey, you know, I'm down here enjoying this nice Southern living down here in Georgia, Lake Lanier, catching these big old fishes, these spotted bass, having a good time at it, making some friends on YouTube, fishing a few tournaments. But yeah, I'm down here in Georgia. All right, big shout out to Laffy Taffy. All right, let's see what else we have in here. CT says, let me see. At Brittany, we have Brittany checking in. Let me see. Not according to media relations. Just ask Ito from yesterday. Bass Track is official, but they can wait overs for the fans. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I guess what we see as it ended is where they are at. How much more time do they have to fish? Are they finished for the day? I'm looking at Bass Track and the video is done, obviously, but I don't see an update that says how much more time they have on the lake or anything like that. So they could be finished, guys. So it is currently 2:52, almost 3 o'clock there. So depending on what time that last flight is, they could be finished for today. So now let's go ahead and drop this down real quick. So yeah, who is going to try that bait? Let me just change this poll real quick first. Will Ben Milliken finish in the top 10 on day 2, which is today? Will he finish up in the top 10? We have 59% that said, yeah, I believe. I'm a believer. 59% are saying, yes, he will be in the top 10. We have 41% that are saying, nah, he's not going to be able to make it. He's not going to make it. All right, so now let's drop this down. I want to know who is going to actually use that funny looking bait that we just talked about. All right, so I will drop the name in the chat. So who is going to use Heidi Up Kawiki? All right, so you guys saw them on eBay. And let's just change it to, are you going to use? Make it simple. All right, and then we'll do a quick and easy yes or no. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I'm definitely not going to pay $80-something for one of those little round blubber looking things. But, all right, so it is in the chat. So are you going to buy some Heidi Up Kawiki baits? I'm making that name up. I mean, I'm not making it up. I'm reading it the best I can. But you see it in the chat. Just get active in the chat. Let's have some fun with it. Who would actually buy and use some of those baits? All right. Now let's drop this back down and we're going to take a look at the stats again. All right, where are we at? All right, just bear with me, guys. I'm getting these stats back up here for you. Let's see, where did they go? All right, I think this is it right here. All right, so let's take a look at these stats, guys. Let's see where we're finishing up for the day. Wait a minute. Let's stop the show. We have a new member to the channel. Welcome to the Money Team. We have 10 Plus Sounds checking in. 10 Plus Sounds became a YouTube member. So for anybody that is just tuning in, the people that you have heard me referring to as the Money Team throughout the live stream, those are the members of the channel. So everybody, if you are a Money Team member, shout out 10 Plus Sounds and welcome 10 Plus Sounds to the Money Team, guys. We have a new member to the channel. Big shout out to 10 Plus Sounds. Really appreciate the support of the channel. You know what I'll do? I mean, you have actually given the most support for the channel for the day. So let's go ahead and hop in here and put some respect where respect is due. So let me see. Special thank you so much to Cerebral Tackle. 10 Plus Sound said, hey, hold up, swole up. Let me slide in here and become a show sponsor by just becoming a member of the Money Team. How about that? I think that may be a first. All right, there we go. So now if you take a look at the bottom of the screen, you see the banner that is scrolling down there. It says, special thank you so much to the members, special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, 10 Plus Sounds. 10 Plus Sounds is a member of the Money Team. It is now official. You're official, partner. All right, so really appreciate it. All right, so let's see. Tim says they have 5 minutes left. All right, so let me hurry up and share this screen then. Let me hurry up and share the screen and see what happens in the last 5 minutes. All right, so right now, the top 10, we have Trey McKinney sitting on 64 pounds, 1 ounce. Wait a minute, what just happened? Wait a minute, hold on, let's stop the show again. 10 Plus Sounds said, hey, I don't want to be the only member joining today. He has gifted. 10 Plus Sounds has gifted a membership. Who got that membership? Let's see who got that membership. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let's stop the show again. 10 Plus Sounds gifted another membership. Who in the chat are getting these memberships? What you will notice is that you will have a badge next to your name. Let's just see if I can see who is getting these memberships. For anybody that is getting a membership, please be sure to drop a thank you 10 Plus Sounds in the chat, or everybody just shout out 10 Plus Sounds. He is the sponsor for today. He is getting active in there. He has given away 2 gifted memberships. And guess who one is? It looks like Jim F from earlier is now a member of the Money Team. How do you love that? Gotta love it. All right, and who else? Let's see if I can see this. And Chappie. Oh my goodness. We have Jim and Chappie. Welcome to the Money Team, guys. So what you will have access to is kind of some backstage information, some members only information and chats, live streams, that kind of stuff. So make sure you take advantage of it. Just click around on the channel and see some of the other content that we put out there. So we have some good times in these chats for the Money Team. All right, so big shout out to 10 Plus Sounds. Says 3 is always better than 1. All right, really appreciate that, 10 Plus Sounds. All right, so look, you kind of made me lose my train of thought. Where were we at? Oh, we were talking about that there were 3 more minutes left. All right, so yeah, I see you guys giving some shout outs in here. Let me just make sure I see, so I can always put credit where credit is due. All right, Dodie said there are at least 4 flights, probably 5. All right, so Fort Johnson Fishing says twice. Oh yeah, 10 Plus Sounds hit the channel up twice with 2 free memberships. All right, let's see. Bring 66 says Milliken can't make it. He doesn't have what is that cat toy? Are you talking about the Heidi Up Koiki? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. Once you guys know how, somebody knows how to pronounce it, kind of just spell it out in the chat, and I won't say Heidi Up Koiki anymore. But I think that's my interpretation of how the name goes. Actually, I guess I could have just played the video and listened to the name that they called it, but I kind of like the name that I made up so far until we actually know what it is. All right, so Ryan Plain says 10 Plus Sounds, what a boss. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
10 Plus Sounds is the boss. Came in and gifted out some memberships. Really, really appreciate it. All right, let's see. Cross Brothers Fishing says 10 Plus out here blessing the community. Yes, the community. The community is being blessed by 10 Plus Sounds. Big shout out to 10 Plus Sounds. All right, then we have Kevin Duncan says 10 Plus Sounds, shout out. Nice. All right. Fort Johnson Fishing says 10 Plus, shout out the man. Oh yeah, everybody hit him up 100%. All right, let's see. TJ Fishing says welcome to the channel. All right, 10 Plus Sounds, that's awesome. Okay, yeah, you guys are definitely out here giving him his praises. All right, Laffy Taffy says, good to see channels like this getting support. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we're just here for the peoples. We're here for our peoples. And everybody here, you guys are our peoples. We just get together in here having a little bit of fun. And remember, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern is the regular time of the live streams. And we talk about hot topics. We talk about fishing. We talk about electronics, just different things that you guys may be interested in. So definitely, give the channel a chance. Hit the like button and come back and check it out. All right, let's see. Fort Johnson Fisher says, run up the likes and show some love. Oh, yeah, you guys are showing some love on the likes. The likes are looking good. 10 Plus Sounds in here, just blessing the community. Everything is good. 10 Plus Sounds says, oh, yeah, fire. That is fire. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Kevin Duncan says, freaking autocorrect. 10 Plus Sounds. All right. Yeah, there we go. Laffy Taffy says, cat toy worked for me. Yeah, so Heidi Up Koiki, do you guys like Heidi Up Koiki or cat toy better? Which one do you like? All right, let's see. Bass Boater says 10 Plus Sounds, you're the man. That's right. All right, let's see. Big Dog says Koiki. Okay, look, let me just type it in here real quick. All right, I just put it in the chat so you guys can see the word that I'm pronouncing. That's why I keep saying it like that. That's pretty much, if you guys want to see that, just search that on YouTube and you will see what appears to be one of those secret baits. One of those secret baits that, they may not want us to know about out there. All right, let's see. 10 Plus Sound says, salute to everyone in the chat. Oh my goodness, stop the show. We have another member. We have Bad Bass. Bad Bass 101. Uh-oh. You're hanging out with the wrong bass. Why can't you hang out with the good ones? Shout out to Bad Bass. Just became a new member. If you could, members of the Money Team, welcome Bad Bass. Welcome Jim to the channel. And oh my goodness, how did I forget who was the last member of the channel that got that? Let me just look. I always like to put respect on respect where respect is due. Chappie, there we go. Shout out to Chappie. Chappie is also a member of the Money Team. All right, let's see. Bren 66 says, can you live scope with Koiki cat toy? Oh yeah, it looks like that would definitely show up very well on a live scope. That one that person was holding in their hand that I showed you guys, it looked pretty big to me. So they definitely have to have different sizes, because that thing in the that person was holding in their hand was pretty big. All right, then we have Rory Johnson. Shout out to Rory Johnson. He says, good afternoon, everyone. Just getting to check in with you, Money Bass Ryan Johnson. All right, what is going on? Got Rory checking in. All right, Big Dog still shouting out 10 Plus Sounds. He is the man of the hour. All right, let's see. Cross P Brothers Fishing. I just looked up the Koiki baits. Koiki. I still like Kowiki until somebody tells me that I'm pronouncing it wrong. Okay, I just looked up the Kowiki baits. They look like an underwater mine from Stranger Things. They definitely do. There we go, guys. That's what I'm pronouncing right there. Heidi up, Kowiki. All right, Laffy Taffy says, I thought it was Coke, like the drink, so I'm way off. Listen, you could be right. I am just saying, I'm just pronouncing all of the letters in there. Ko-iki or Koike. So, hey, I could definitely be wrong. But for right now, for this live stream, we're talking about the Kowiki. The Kowiki, the Heidi up Kowiki. All right, Bassin with Big Malone says, what's up? What's going on, Big Malone? All right, Cerebral Tackle says, it's pronounced. How was the Koike? I mean, you didn't really spell it out for us if we're supposed to pronounce that. Is that Koike? Koike? All right, so let's see. Bassin with Big Malone says, told y'all keep an eye on Trey McKinney. Great upcoming angler. There we go. All right, yeah, he was out there doing his thing. Fishing with Bam says, hey. All right, I guess he's hitting us with the Fat Albert from back in the day. Hey. All right, CT, what does CT say? He says, bring me up. Oh, goodness, CT, I'm about to roll out of here because I got to get ready for tomorrow. I got to get up early so I can watch them catch these fishes again. All right, let's see. There we go. Fishing with Bam says Koike. Man, I like Kowiki better. It just has a better sound to it, but Koike. All right, Koike. All right, let's see. Kevin with two fishes. Oh, shout out to two fishes. Said I don't need 5. I catch such big fish. I only need 2. That's all I need is 2 fishes. All right, Money Bass. Do you think a score will place a top 10 this season or possibly even win one? What is a non-score? Hey guys, I'm learning something. I don't know what that is. Yesterday I heard that there's more deer outside at nighttime than there is during the daytime. So I'm learning something. What is a score? What is a non? Oh, okay. I got you. All right. CT says koi like the fish, then a hard K. Koi K. Okay, there we go. Okay, that'll work. Koi K. You could pronounce it wrong if you want to. All right. So Kevin, his question was a scoper. All right, Money Bass, do you think a non-scoper will win a top 10 this season or possibly even win one? You know what? I haven't even looked at all of the lakes that they're going to be fishing. But the problem with this question, well, I say problem, is that they are even using live scope for bed fishing in shallow water because that's what Scott Martin did. He just turned it to landscape mode, which allows you to cover more area and see fish to your left and right a little bit better. So basically, it's like just imagine 360, Mega 360 from Humminbird. Just imagine that being live, but only showing you not showing you a full 360, but maybe showing you a 60-degree angle or something like that. So that landscape mode they're still using live. So my answer to that would be no, because I think they're all, unless John Cox actually, pulls up on something and catches some fish. But the weights that these guys are catching, I mean, even if John Cox was to have a great day, which would be what would you guys think is a great day for John Cox on a lake? I would say like 20 something pounds, but these guys are bringing that in on a regular basis. So I would say my answer would be no to that. So Money Bass, do you think a non-scoper will place a top 10? Well, place a top 10. No, I mean, the answer would still be no, because I think they're still going to be using it. There's only going to be a select few people that, even if you fish shallow, you just turn it to landscape mode and still use it. So I would say no, because I think everybody is going to be using it. All right, CT, let me see. He says koi like the fish. I already got that. All right, let's see what else you guys are talking about in here. All right. You guys are having some fun in the chat, as always. All right, so let's see. Cross Brothers Fishing says, if you order them off Temu, then you'll more than likely receive an actual cat toy. Oh, no. Come on, guys. Don't be out there fishing with cat toys. All right. So the weigh-in is on now. Let's see. Let me just check and see. Is the weigh-in on now? Let's see. All right, there we go. So yes, the weigh-in is on. The weigh-in is on, guys. All right, let's see what else we have going on. Lappy Tappy says McKinney caught 1 in 6 foot in a bed that he's seen with forward-facing sonar. So there we go. Lappy Tappy knows what we're talking about. All right, so Ryan Plain says Randy Block is sure does. I guess that was a quick, simple, and to the point statement. And I would agree. I would agree. I think everybody here would agree. All right, let's just check. Did I put another poll up? All right, so yes, I did have a poll that was up, and that poll says I put R is. So why didn't anybody tell me that I had a typo in there? But are you going to buy some Heidi up Koike baits? 80% are saying no, I am not going to buy that. And we have 20% are saying yes. So 20% say, yeah, I'll try anything. I'll try it. Let me try some cat toys out there on the lake. I saw a fish eat it, so I'll try it. I'll put one of those on a shaky head, catch me some brims and some catfish. All right, let's see. Bark and Rugers, shout out to the money team. We have Bark and Rugers checking in. Haven't seen you in a while. I guess you've been out there making those Rugers bark, so you haven't been able to join us for a minute. All right. He says Money Bass CT and everyone else. Oh, yeah, daddy's home. Keeping eyes on y'all. What is going on? Shout out to Bark and Rugers. All right, guys. So, yeah, it is time for the weigh-in. We've had some fun with it today, guys. I really, really appreciate you for tuning in. Who knows? I might just be back tomorrow. You guys want to see me tomorrow? Drop a yes in the chat. If you don't want to see me tomorrow, because normally I do Tuesdays at 8 p.m., but I've been having some fun with it, guys. We get in here, you know, things, once we get warmed up, we get moving. We start having some fun with it. So do you want to see me tomorrow? We want to see it live tomorrow, where we do some updates and follow a little bit of the bass track. If you do, hit yes in the chat. If you don't, hit no, get out of here. No, don't get on this live stream. Get out of here. We don't want to see you all these days in a row. What do you think, guys? All right, so we got Bryn says yes. Do we have any no's? Are there any no's? Get out of here. We don't want to see your face every day like that. All right, let's see what else we have. CT says, I'll give a shout out to Bark and Rugers. Fishing with Bam says, I brought some back from Japan. It's the big deal over there right now. It catches them. Man, how about that, guys? It's not that many of us in here, so it still might be kind of a secret. There wasn't a lot of us in here that figured this out. All right, so hey, we may need to go and get some of those cat toys, guys. All right, so let me see. Cross Brothers Fishing says they look like something I'd get out of a 25-cent machine. Oh yeah, they do still look like something you can get from the dollar store to just be some random pack of something that goes with some kids' toys. All right, interesting. All right, let me see. I'll be here for sure Tuesday. It is called Central Time. All right, gotcha. All right, Clint Perry says, yep. Fishing with Bam says, yep. Big Dog says, dice rubber is more finesse. We got DL Peck, yes. Ryan, yes. Jax the Kid. Shout out to Jax the Kid. I likes that name. I likes that name. All right, says yes, and yes. All right, Bass Boater 11 says yes. Big Ivy Fishing says yes. He wants me to be here at 5 a.m. The opposite of this,
yes, sir,
is no, sir. I will not be here at 5 a.m. All right. So Rory says, I'm going to be watching them in the AM on Fork. All right. So yeah, I'll be here on the AM too, but I don't know if I'll be live. Might be wiping the crust out of my eyes at 5 a.m. if I'm up that early. I might be still snoozing, guys. All right. Bassin with Big Malone says, yes, Trey is very knowledgeable on the forward-facing sonar. And just, let me see. And just turned 19. He's going to be the one to watch the next few years. Oh, my goodness. 19. Where did Trey end up? Let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look. Can you guys see it? All right, so that is not the right screen. Let me just drop that down so I won't get them mixed up. All right, just bear with me, guys. Bear with me real quick. All right, guys. I'll tell you what. They are live showing the weigh-in now. So how about we just go ahead and head on out and check out the actual live and see what these anglers have to say. All right. So I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Big shout out to 10 Plus Sounds. He is the sponsor of today's live stream, and he has sponsored some new members of the channel. So welcome to the new members of the Money Team. I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Go ahead and check out the weigh-in. They're live. They're live. I'm going to check it out. See you tomorrow, guys.